What's up, guys? Welcome back. I know it's been a little while since you see me. It's been crazy busy with life and work and whatnot. And honestly, I haven't had any motivation to work on the car. But today we gathered some motivation. We are out here in the garage, about to get some things done. I just want to give you guys an update, show you what's been going on. Here's the car. Here's the state she's in, you know, the motor on the stand. We're about to tear that down today. So we're going to rip all the accessories off, pull the head off the block, and get ready to send the head out to get built. Also, I got a bash bar I won in a raffle. I just test fit the bumper on it because I wanted to make sure that the bash bar worked with my JS Racing bumper, because this kind of sticks out a little far compared to like the OEM bash bar. And my intercooler is tall. It's not like a long one. So the problem I have with this bash bar is it sticks out a little bit too far. My bumper is like hitting in the front, and on top of that, with the JS Racing bumper, I should have just filmed it when I had the bumper on, but I was on the phone with my boy and I just slipped my mind. Problem I have, so with the JS Racing bumper, obviously it'll sit here. There's like fins on the bumper, like fiberglass, that sit on either side of this, and this is supposed to be the intercooler mount. So I'd have to trim my bumper quite a bit in order to use these, or I'd have to have somebody weld a completely different style bracket for my intercooler, because these are not going to work unless I trim the I'd have to trim the shit out of my bumper. Also, the intercooler, this one is really tall. I might just get a new intercooler. I think I'm going to switch to a Speed Factory. This is a great intercooler, but for my car, it's not made for my car. Like, the fitment is tight. It's hitting my bumper in all kinds of places. It doesn't fill the gap of the, like, what's it called? The front, in the middle of the bumper, there's like a section where it's like, it looks kind of funny. So I might just get a new intercooler and see how that goes. So I'm not going to get rid of the bash bar for now. There are some things I noticed with it. Like in here, see how the welds are all the way around, and then you come over to this side and there's only one weld. The rest is not welded. So I don't know if that's a manufacturer issue. I'm gonna have to reach out to him and see if we could work out something for that, because it's not supposed to be like that. But yeah, we're about to take the head off the K20 today and just disassemble everything, get the head ready to ship out. I actually bought something that came in a little while ago. I posted on Instagram about it, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw it. In here, in this bag, in this bag here, we have something very, very good. I don't know if I can even open this right now. I think I flipped it on its side, so I can't even, yeah, but in here, there's something very good. I'll insert a picture of it here. I bought a CSS fully built short block. So fully built pistons, rods, the whole 9 yards. Like, it's bored, decked, it's honed, you know. It's got sleeves, CSS, you know. It's fully built block. So that block is good for like 1,000 horsepower, the dude said to me. So we have a pretty gangster block. So that set me back quite a bit on the project. I was hoping to have this done a little bit sooner. The block was really expensive, so this might take a lot longer than I thought. The block was really expensive, you know. And while the motor's out, I gotta clean up this mess. You see this wiring mess here, all this stuff. I want to clean up the whole bay, get it painted, shaved, you know. I want to do the whole thing. So I want to take everything off, you know, official, and get it like really nice. I want this bay to look immaculate, you know. I'm gonna probably redo everything on the firewall, replace all the hardware, you know. I want everything to look brand new, you know. So we're gonna replace everything, you know. I don't want to do this twice, you know. While it's out, just get everything done once the right way, you know. It might take more time. It might cost a little more money, you know, but you're better off just doing it now while it's apart rather than like pulling it in and out, you know, a bunch of times, painting the bay, not shaving it, you know. I just want to do everything once and do it right. So that's what we're going to be doing. But today, like I said, I'm going to be disassembling the motor. So I'm going to hop into that in a minute here. I just want to, maybe I'll bring the bumper back out and take some pictures of how the fitment is so I can send it to the dude. All right, so I changed my mind. I decided to bring the bumper back out just to show you guys what I was talking about earlier. So the bumper is on the car here, as you can see. It's not like on there all the way, and the headlights aren't bolted up. You know, it's not really on there all the way quite yet. So like if I finagle with it a bit, like this is kind of off here, push that, you know, I can almost get it to line up with the holes, right? It's like almost there. It's just being a little bit of a bitch. Like right there, can almost get it to like line up. It's close, right? So should be able to make it work, but the bar hits right here in the middle in the front. So show you what I'm talking about. So the bar is hitting along the front right there. I don't know why the bar has to come out so damn far, but it does. If it could have had a little bit less of a poke, this would fit a lot better. And also, see here, the intercooler mounts are way off. Well, my bumper has these pieces here, and I wouldn't be able to do anything unless I trimmed it. So, not really sure what I'm going to do with this bash bar. I might just send it back or sell it. I don't know. Its fitment is, it's all right. I mean, I don't know why it has to come out so far to hit my bumper, but like I said, like the fitment is okay. See here, I really got to mess with it in order to get it to do what I want it to do. I'm not going to mess with it anymore right now just because it's kind of a pain in the ass when I'm by myself, but it's how it is. As you can see in here, it does hit in the front a bit, and the intercooler mounts are in the way. Like, well, they're not in the way. My bumper just has cutouts there already, so I don't know how I would run the intercooler off those mounts. I'd have to get something else welded to it maybe to get it to fit, because the other one I was running is just the OEM one down here, and my boy welded these on, but you see how much less of a bend it's got on there. You know, I might be better off running the OEM one. I mean, this one gives you a lot more room. If I wanted to run AC, I'd probably want this bar, you know, probably want that bar so I could fit the intercooler and the AC like condenser, you know. But that's a problem for another time, you know. Right now I really just want to focus on getting the motor taken apart, and I went on like a little side quest. But I'm gonna hold on to the bash bar for now. I'm gonna hold on to my old intercooler setup and all that, just in case I ended up keeping it the same. But for now, we're just gonna hold on to that. We're gonna dig into the motor in a second, but I wanted to pull the bumper back out and show you guys how it fit with the bar. You know, it's a little bit rough. It sticks out kind of far. So if you have an aftermarket bumper like mine, you may or may not run into the same problem where it's hitting in the middle. But let's put this back for the second time. I pulled it back out again to show you guys what I was talking about earlier. So I'll bring the bumper back inside for a second time. Put it back over here. I had it over here. What's up, buddy? I had the bumper up here, so that's the harness that he sent me another one of. I got carbon, what's it called? Pillars for the car. This is mesh grill. This is for the Beamer. Those are for the Beamer, and that's for the Beamer. Cowl, the hood, the other hood. I got way too many car parts, and then I brought the trans inside. The trans and the block are there. You know, too much stuff, man. Too much stuff. So we're gonna pull the head off the block now. I'm gonna bring the bumper back inside and then I'll show you guys how that goes down. All right, guys, I made a little progress on the motor here. I kind of got carried away, forgot to film some of it, but we have pulled the water cooler thermostat, like assembly off, the filler neck, I don't know, whatever you want to call that. That came off as well. Pulled the alternator off. I'm going to leave the starter on for now just because I don't need that to come off to take the head off. So we pulled that off, pulled these off. It's always put your bolts back where they came from so you remember. Pulled the strainer off as well. Next, I'm going to pull the valve cover off, and then we're going to move to the timing cover. I got to take this off as well, but making some progress on the motor here. It's looking pretty good. I got the, here's the assembly for the water neck. There's a thermostat with the line. It's better to pull everything off all together. That way you have everything. Put the alternator over here. I got to clean all this up. I also pulled the tensioner post mount. That's for like the AC delete, power steering delete from K20, even though we all know K20 stuff is kind of junk. Yeah, I'm just going to keep tugging along on this motor. I'll film some B-roll here in a second. Me just kind of pulling the thing apart. I don't know what you guys want to see exactly, but not too hard. You know, anybody could do this. It's real simple. You know, these are all like 14s. I think these are like little Allens here for the, I'm going to take those off actually because I'm giving the head, shipping the head out. So I'm going to take those off, put these over here with this. Those go with that so I don't lose them. Be very careful not to lose hardware because it's always a pain to get new ones. And dude, can I put this in there? Jesus Christ. This is really hard to do with one. That can stay there, fuck that. But we're going to take this valve cover off now. Start to mess with the timing cover a little bit. Pull this off. And then, yeah, we should be good to go. So I'll show you guys some more as we get into it. All right, guys, we're about to take the timing cover off, but we ran into one problem. Take a look at this. Look how mangled that freaking bolt is, dude. Look at the head of it. That thing is all types of crazy bent. All types of bent. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is very bent. I'm gonna have to hammer something on there. Other than that, it's pretty much good to go. I got everything disconnected here. Pull the cover off, and then from there, I think we're gonna be able to do the guides, like take the guides and stuff apart, and then we're going to move to the head. I gotta take these off here. I watched a quick video, because I'm not gonna lie, I've never done this before. I watched a quick video. He said to start in the center and then work your way out from the center, and then keep this all kind of together when you take it out, otherwise it'll make a big freaking mess. So let's get to that. Hopefully I can get this bolt off, and then we'll keep chugging along. right, guys, we got the timing chain cover off now. It doesn't look too bad in here. It's a little gunked up. As you can see here, it's off. There's, they're all 10 mils. There are 3 along the bottom, along the side here. There's 1 here, along the top here. Just a bunch of 10 mils. This is the, let's see here. Did I put one on there? Yeah, I did. This is an Inline Pro timing chain tensioner. Forgot I had that. Other than that, everything in here is pretty factory. I'm gonna be taking this apart now. Shouldn't be too bad. Looks like it's still in timing. Well, this arrow should be pointing straight up when those are aligned. I don't know why it's off to the right a little bit, but it doesn't really matter now because I'm taking it all apart. Timing chain, how is this? Pretty good, it's tight. I don't see any issues with that. But now let me get this out of my way maybe so I have more room. And then we're gonna take the tensioner out. And then from there, we could slide the chain off. I got a little carried away taking this thing apart. Looking for tools also because my father likes to take my tools and not put them back where they belong. And we know how much fun that is looking for tools in the middle of a job. So that took me a little bit longer because couldn't find sockets, couldn't find this, couldn't find that because he doesn't know how to fucking put things back. But anyways, I got the part of the head disassembled here. The cams, as you can see right there, everything looks pretty good. So what you want to do when you pull this off after you loosen all these 10 mils, or I think they're 10 or 11. Anyways, once you loosen all those, it'll be up here, right? They're in all these little holes. You want to squeeze both sides and pull it all the way up. That way the little springs in here don't pop off. You see how I have it all zip tied together? There's little springs inside of there that will pop apart. And if you lose them, you're screwed. So you don't want to lose those. Zip tied all together because you're going to reuse all of that. The only thing you're going to take apart is maybe the gears on the end if you want to change the gears, which I'm going to be doing. And cams are going to be doing that too. But we're about to take the head off. We are finally at the point of taking the head off. It's a 12 point. I think this is a, what is this? 14, 12 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 studs. And then the head should be good to come off. But pop those out. Good to go. Went pretty smooth. It's just a little bit of a pain to try and zip tie those so they don't spring apart because you do need to reuse that, like I said. So that's kind of like one of the biggest pains. But we're about to take this off here. Just with the impact quick. It shouldn't take too long. Let me set up the phone and you guys can watch how I do it. There goes that. That's freaking awesome, dude. My only adapter. Now it's stuck in my damn sock. Alright guys, we got all the head studs out. Gave me a little bit of a hard time. I broke my damn adapter for the 1/2 inch to 3/8 because I don't have a 1/2 inch 12.14 to get the studs out. So those are all the studs over there on the ground, the black things. Those are all the old head studs. They're not going to reuse those. We're going to get new ones. We're going to get new chain, new guide, new cover. Everything's going to be brand new. We're not buying any used stuff. We're not reusing anything. Everything's going to be brand new. I don't want to have any issues with this motor. So I just took all the head studs out, and now the head should just come right off. See how it's kind of loose? Oh, it's basically ready to come off. So see if we can pull that off and out of the way, and then get ready to ship it out, because this is the last piece of the puzzle that needs to get built. Oh, there we go. And it's off. Let's see. How does this thing look? Oh God, my back. All right, so we just pulled the head off the block here. That's what she looks like. Looks like the head gasket was leaking maybe just a little bit. That's what's coming out here. Other than that, I mean, there's a lot of buildup on these things. Doesn't look terrible. None of them are like cracked or anything, you know. Doesn't look too bad. See here. Not too shabby, you know, none of the sleeves are cracked or anything like that. Not too bad. That's what she looks like. There's the head over there. So I'm going to be sending out that to get built. That's basically all I needed to do. I mean, I'm going to take everything off of this block and put it on the CSS block that I got. So this is all going to be getting replaced. New chain, new guides. Replacing all this gear here. See how it has some play? Replace that. Just going to get brand new freaking everything, man. It's going to be one badass motor when it's done, but it's going to take me... It's going to take me a while. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take a while. It's, stuff is expensive, you know. It's quite a bit for a built block, and let alone the built head, and then all the accessories on top of that. So it's going to be quite a bit. But the head is off the block. It's pretty cool. I haven't done this before. It's my first time doing this, as you can see by the mess I've made here. Could have been a little more organized, but it is what it is. I got it done. But the rest of the day today, I'm going to spend probably just cleaning up the mess I've just made. And on top of that, I got to do camber arms on the Beamer because it's rubbing pretty bad in the back. And I want to get the alignment done ASAP. So I'm going to close out the video here. Maybe I'll film another video of me doing the Beamer camber arms. But for now, let me just clean this mess I have here up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that. And I'll see you guys later.
Your heart